Y'all that don't know me, my name is Carol, and this is Desert Recreation, and welcome to my garage crafting lair, guys. So tonight we're going to do this little adorable gnome that says boo. Love him. We're going to do it as a swag. Missouri. Oh, hi. And that's one place I've never been. And we're going to do a swag out of it. What I did is I took 2 Dollar Tree candy canes and I put them together. I put them together at the crossbar here and I zip tied them and zip tied them. They don't perfectly fit, so you have to maneuver them till they do for people that's never worked with them before. I put 16 ties on the outside and I have 9 on the inside, so making it a total of 25 ties. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to use some black 21-inch mesh. This is the only mesh we're going to be using tonight, just a 21-inch. Let me grab some zip ties. That's a little out there in the size. We don't need that size. Here we go. We only need about 3 and that many tonight. Yeah, thanks. So I made a fall swag out of a evergreen base yesterday. So I thought, why not? I don't know if I've ever done one of these on live, and I thought, yeah, might as well. So just like with anything else, let's go ahead and open these ties. I'm gonna get ahead of myself. Let's open them so it'll go easier and faster. Tonight, we're only going to do 8-inch poofs, okay? Just 8-inch poofs. Let me get those open. One reason is because these, let me get this back in my hands. The ties on the outside especially are pretty close together. Okay, as with anything, I go right in front of a tie, and I'm just going to take a zip tie and I'm going to tie it down. If I can find the deal, we can tie it to that middle one. There we go. Fingers, don't fail me now. I've got good news. We've actually got a little rain this afternoon. Not nothing to really brag about, but when we don't get any rain, it's a lot to brag about. So, I'm going to clip that off. I'm going to trim this down nice and neat. There we go. If it sounds like I'm hollering, let me know. Sometimes I can't tell. So, like I said, I'm only going to do an 8-inch poof. 21-inch black deco mesh. This has a black metallic in it. And let's see how big this is going to make this poof. Perfect. Let me get that sucker out of the way. So we're just going to keep going around doing 8-inch poofs. I may increase the ties on the inside or a little further apart. So when we get to that, I don't know if I'm still going to do 8 or I increase it to 10. That's usually what I go by, is how close my ties are, guys. You can also go by how fluffy or full you want it. Because I think these ties are about 3 3¼ inch piece on the outside. I sort of just eyeballed my placement of them. because this, you know, using a poof, it pretty much covers up the mistakes of things like that. So I'll be all over this desk tonight because of the way this candy cane form is long. I didn't even think to measure it for you guys. I will though. The poofs go by fast. I twist the pot cleaners just a couple of times just to hold your mesh in place. So where it's rounded at the very end, there's a T or a bracket. So, of course, I placed a pot cleaner on it. But to still mimic that curve, I went in between the curve and placed another one. And I lost something right there. Just didn't look right. Okay, guys, we went all the way around it using just 8-inch poofs. So now I'm going to boogie right over here. Let's move that one because okay, I'm just going to boogie right over here. I'm going to take a zip tie, just like we normally would, and zip tie it down before I start my poof, right in front of that one. There we go. Let's go ahead and open. Let me get the mesh out of the way. Whoops. Open all of these here. Yeah, I tell you, I have to do a lot of Googling sometimes. And then I did find a really neat guy here in town that on my old computer, he brought it back to life several times. I think that an 8-inch poof, see that right there, is too small on the inside. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do, let's see here, let's do a 10-inch poof on the inside. Because, oops, pulled them apart and then I still missed it. Because it's just not going to look right. And I may have gotten it bigger than a 10-inch. Looks really big. No, it'll be fine. I just want it to be able to poof because perfect. My husband, he likes to get on a computer and look. He's not really been into computers, so I remember when I told him, honey, there's no more flip phones, and I handed him a smartphone. Looks really nice. Last one, I'm going to put it right here on the one I bypassed. I've got to find it first. There it is. I nearly tied it to an outside one. Oh, thanks, guys. No, I'm sorry, guys. It's just the weather here. Now, sometimes the freezing part, you have to go out and come back in, and that can be Facebook. But it usually tells me when there's an interruption, and I haven't had any in a little while now. I'm going to cut that off. Like I said, if you wanted to do 10-inch booths all the way around it, you most definitely could. But right now, we're looking at just the base alone. It's already out here to 31 inches. Hi, Shirley. It's out at 31 inches, and it is 16 inches wide, guys. Nearly 17 inches wide. So let's see where I cut this off at. There it is. So I cut it off, zip tied it. Oh, I'm so glad. And so I pull it through to the back in between, guys, just like I do on a round form. And I zip tie it again, because we don't want, well, let's try it with another one, because I missed the wire frame. That wouldn't have done us any good, would it? There we go. Got it this time. Pull it real tight. Clip it off. Still getting used to my new clippers there. That they don't open as wide as my other ones. That's how I run my other ones. Yeah, it's the ribbons we're going to be using tonight are we're going to be using a ghost. This is the main little guy that's going to go in here. Okay, and we're also going to be using this Beware, Spooky, and Boo, and Eek. All right, so that's the ribbons. And here's our little guy that we're going to make him a little bed in here in just a minute. Okay, so right now I'm going to move this over to the side. Oh, goodness. Take out my bow maker. And let's make a bow. So I've got a lot of fun ribbon. Right here that we're going to use, all right? So we're making this gorgeous gnome. So here's our little Gnome. And I've got several different kinds of ribbon. We're going to go ahead and make our bows and get them on here. Okay. So let's see, what do we want to start with? We've got 3. So let's lay down this one here, this orange one. Be turning around. I use the Deluxe Easy Bow. We're going to come out here with about an 8-inch tail. We're going to put it in and twist it. Come back. We're going to come out here to about the 6.5. Twist it. Keeping your loops left. Come over here. 6.5. Push it all the way in. Okay. We're going to come out here and cut it off. Leave that right there because we're going to be making another bow. Now let's bring in some purple. Bring in some purple here. That's got a crease in it. I don't like the crease. So again, 8-inch. I'm going to twist it. I'm going to bring the loop towards me this time. I'm going to come out here. I'm going to decrease this to right about the 6th. I'm going to twist it. I'm going to bring this one right over here to the 6th. Push it on down inside there and go to the top with the tail. Okay, so now let's bring in our little black ghost. It's still doing it, guys. So right now I'm going to go with the 7-inch tail. I'm going to twist it. I think I'm wanting to. Let's go in on this side. I'm going to twist it right there. Thanks for coming back by, Janie. Whoops, I got that twisted. I'm going to bring this one in to about 5.5 inches. And I'm going to twist this one, left. And we're doing 2 bows, so we'll use that one. We'll be all gone. So that's what it's looking like so far. So now that we've got that done, I want to go ahead and I'm going to bring in some orange with black polka dots. So going to bring that orange right back up and through here. Okay. It's got a little wire right there. Nip it in the bud. About a 7-inch. I'm going to bring this one down. Don't you just love polka dots? Bring this one down just a little bit, about a half an inch. Thank you. Bring this one out some more. And we'll take that one up there to the top. And it just wanted to unroll itself. I'm going to go ahead and let's throw in, just go ahead and put some green polka dots right on top of this. Okay? We can do whatever we want, right guys? Okay. Make us a tail, twist it. Let's go up to the top and put that little one right there with it. We're going to come down about a half an inch. We're going to put this one right up in there. Bring us another one. About right there. And pull it down towards us on this other side. Now we're going to bring in a little dash slash dash. It's got all the colors in it. Okay, twist it. Bring it down towards us. This has got a crease in it. And this sort of brings all of our colors together up through it. There we go with that one. This I'm not going to bring back in it. So there's our little Halloween-y looking bow. Let's get some pipe cleaners here. So I'm just twisting these two pipe cleaners together. Test it for strength. Turn my bow maker. Take my two fingers right up by the dowels and let's push our ribbon up some so I can get those fingers underneath it. Press down with my thumb and I lift off. Now I've got this in my hand. I'm just going to put a pipe cleaner down in that one. Just go all the way down, pull this one through, hold it a little snug. Then I'm going to pull and push. Then twist the bow, not the pipe cleaner. I've got minimal fluffing. And there you go. So now let's make another one. Right. bow maker away. Let's get our little gnome, set him over here to the side. And we're just going to start. We're going to put our bows in first tonight. Let me get my handy dandy weaving needle. Okay. I'm going to put it around the needle. I'm going to go through the mesh and everything. Takes it sometimes to pull it through. Wants to be ornery. I take mine by the loops. Now on something like this, I like to have my tails at the top to point toward the top, and at the bottom to point towards the bottom. Okay? The one good thing about this is there's a bracket right in the middle of where you're tying your bow on. Okay? And that helps to make sure you've got your bow centered. Pull it tight, but not too tight. Okay. Now let's put our other one on. Same scenario. Whoops, I got that little tail crooked. There we go. I think I'm going to use this side. What I'm doing is I'm putting both of these on my needle at one time. It is a little harder to get through your mesh, but it's quite all right. Sometimes it likes to be ornery. Tails towards the bottom, so I'm just going to turn it. And tails towards the top. Till I get it even. Pull it down good, but not too tight. And twist it to your frame. And we'll trim these up in just a minute. Doesn't it look darling already with just the two bows on it? Okay. Now, for Papa Gnome, I'm just going to move these pipe cleaners right here in the center over to the side. Okay. I'm going to put his little bow meanie. I measured him and put him in it when there was no mesh. And what happened is he fit perfect. He wasn't going to go through the back. If it looked like he was going to, what I would have done is that I would have put a crossbar back across there. Now, isn't he going to be cute? His little bow. Okay. So what I did is I wanted to show y'all how I did it. We're just going to, I have an awl, this like an ice pick. I'm going to poke a hole right through his little bonini. Not a big one. I'm going to keep it pinched while I take my pipe cleaner and I run it through. And you notice I'm doing it over towards his sides, not in the middle. Okay? I'm going to twist this right quick. Then I'm going to pinch his little bonini again. Poke another little hole. Keep it pinched. Okay. I'm going to go right back here beside his little noggin. Well, I might not. I'm going to go up. Let's get to the side, right on his noggin. That little orange band is really thick. Real thick. Bent my pipe cleaner. There we go. An ice pick works just fine when doing this. Go over here to his other side of his little noggin. Keep it pinched. And twist it. Then what I like to do is I like to take my glue gun and just right there where I put that little hole, I put a little dab of glue on each side, and that just make sure it's sealed back up. Doesn't take much because we didn't poke big ones. Okay. Now we're going to put him right back in that little position that we dug out for him. I think it's cute because we can put some little ribbons around his little head and have some of these coming up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my little, even though you think, oh, you don't really have to do that. I like to go through my mesh, guys. It's like a security for me, I guess. Okay. Just going to pull him down a little bit. Not real snug, but just snug. Not to where I'm trying to pull him through it. Let's go here on his other side, make sure we got him straight. Up on a little. There we go. There you go. I want to call him Papa Smurf, guys. But he's not blue. Looks pretty straight to me. There we go. While I'm on this side, let's go ahead and do his little noggin so that when he sets up, he doesn't fall forward. same way. I don't want to pull him in there so hard. I can get my finger around the frame, have it made. Okay. Last place to tie him on. Got one, but I didn't get the other. There he is. Hi, Carolyn. Welcome, doll. Okay. So there's our little Gnome. We'll trim our ribbon in a minute. Let's get on with the good stuff. Like I said, we're only using the 2 ribbons. So let's put these in right quick. And I'm not going to cut the pipe cleaners off. Okay? I cut my ribbons tonight to 13 inches. Man, I'm stretching the truth there, aren't I? I'm just going to go ahead and use this last black one. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, let's trim his little, oh, he is cute, huh? the wrong, tied the bow upside down here, but that's okay. It's Halloween. Remember, your tails on your bow do not have to be the same size. I like mine all different sizes. Let's come get up and under here first. Our little upside down ghost, that's okay. They're supposed to fly every direction. I cut that one crooked. Let's get this big one under here. Got another one I missed. Let's get it right quick. All different sizes, yes ma'am. Okay. Let's get this little orange one. This one, the ghost is going the right direction. He just got out of flight school. Learning to fly upright. Fluff this little sucker just a tiny bit. Let's see what I've got in my bag of tricks. Oh, well, you're probably, from what I can tell and what you sent me. Oh, okay. Well, let's just keep going then. I'm going to add, because we've got this little green in the bow, and all we've got is orange and black. I used this the other night, and I love it. It's that tubing that's got metallic in it. And guys, the Dollar Tree had this year. It's the best thing from apple pie that I think they've ever carried. Okay? It almost feels like jute rope in this. Hi, Patricia. Well, welcome. We're just getting to the pretty stuff. I'm not going to make quite as big of loops as I did the other night. Just some smaller ones. And I'm just going to place them sporadically. This is just going to give us a little added color. And I'm still yet not going to cut off my ties yet. Oh, well, thanks. That means a lot, guys. Then I twist it a little. And I tie it in tight. Put one right down here. Their orange is pretty cool looking. So now we're going to break it open. I used the purple and black the other night. I had plenty of sparkly ribbon, and I just didn't want to put, because I knew I wanted to throw some of this in, and I didn't want to overwhelm this with sparkle. Thank you. I love that ribbon. All of our ribbon towels, I'm going to scoot it to the side. Now that we've got Cutie Tootie here, oh, excuse me guys. Oh, I like that black and white. What's not Halloween that doesn't scream these balls? Right? Aren't those stinking adorable? Okay. He's going to get two. We're going to sink one right up in here so that we can see everything, and we're going to put one right down here. Okay. This has a little, these are ornaments for people that decorate Halloween, like a Halloween Christmas tree. I don't. I like to use things like this as wreath ornaments. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So I'm going to take a pot cleaner and I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to make this really pointed because when I put this in here, I want these cute little different ribbons. It's just the same color palette, just a little bit different color. I'm going to take my awl, or as some people call it, an ice pick. And I'm going to poke a hole through the ribbon and everything and sort of wring it out a little. Let me move my little craft bucket. I'm going to take some glue, fill it up. hit the floor. We'll get another one. So I'm just going to clean that glue right off of it. I'm going to stuff that in there, just like that. Now let's go ahead and do the other one. You can leave this on if you want to. Big top. Let's get another pipe cleaner ready. This is stuff that I'm doing tonight that I normally don't do on a live. It's a very long process, but I love to craft and I wanted to show y'all my thought process on how I do this. Also put it in my bow. I love that. I love that bow we made last week. Okay, so let's take this. I'm going to find my little way down in there. If I can, I like to glue everything I can into my wreaths. Okay. There's that one. Love that. Love, love, love it. Let's take this right here. I'm going to go right in between the mesh to a bar. Pull it down a little bit just to make sure it's secure. I didn't think I had that on. Both those bars. Now I do. I'm just not tying it down as tightly as I can. My little bow fell apart, guys. There. Quite ugly bow. Yeah, my glue is hot. It always is. It always get burned. Okay, let's go back into my bag. I still don't think we pulled out enough goodies and put it on the wreath. So I'm thinking, let's cut some of these up. I know, and some of them, or probably all of them, this is where I tie them in, turn my pipe cleaner over, okay? Make them stand up. Let's spring them a little. I love them little things. Let's come down here, because now we're going to put an orange and black one. I'll go back around after I'm through, and I will put a dab of hot glue on the stem and where the pipe cleaner came in to meet these. Okay. Can't have a party without black and white, guys. Just put us a little black and white one. And twist them. I love these little Pringle Dewies. So now I'm going to take this other 3-1, cut it off. Oh, Treva, hi. Thank you. Get back. Dear little one. She played naughty with me. I'll have to take a zip tie. And I'll zip tie that in. To the back. Got a ball there. Just gonna call that an extra one. Let me see if I got out any more goodie. Nope, guys. Excuse me very much. That's going to be our boob.